Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video with my top 10 tips for using Zoflora. Now, Zoflora is a concentrated disinfectant. You can buy it in supermarkets and in sort of Poundland and places like that. This is the size that you can get from Poundland, but you can also get it in larger sizes as well. This is 120 mils in this one, and this can make 4.8 litres if you dilute it, which is a capful to about 400 mils in a spray bottle. Zoflora rather is quite a recent addition to my sort of cleaning products that I use, but since I did start using it about 4 months ago, it's just taken over. I absolutely love it. I use it for so many different things around my house and in the car and things like that as well. So I thought I would share them with you. So to get straight into it, my top tip number 1 is to use it on beddings and towels when you're washing them in the washing machine. If you put a capful into the washing drawer or the conditioner drawer, it means that you can wash your clothes on a lower temperature, which will save you money, save water, save energy, but you can still disinfect all of your sheets, so it'll still sort of kill any bacteria and things like that, which is perfect. So they will come out hygienically clean, they will also smell amazing, and you will have saved some money. My tip number 2 is to use it on curtains, particularly in bedrooms. Now, I've started using lavender on the girls' curtains, which is this one. I've started using lavender on the girls' curtains in a sort of an attempt to get them to sleep a bit better. It's sort of working because they've never been the best sleepers, but it's well worth a go, and whatever scent you use, it makes the room smell gorgeous, and it acts as sort of a longer lasting air freshener than if you just sort of sprayed anything around or anything like that. It just freshens the room and it's lovely. Tip number 3 is to put a capful down your loo and your sinks overnight. It means that come the morning everything will smell lovely, the whole room will smell lovely and fresh, but it will also overnight disinfect all of your pipes and things like that, which is just great. My tip number 4 is for the car, and what I do is I have a spray bottle that I've made up, which is a diluted mix of Zoflora and water, which I keep in the car, and I just spray it on the dashboard and the steering wheel, things like that, and just keep a cloth in the car as well, and then I can have a quick wipe round. It helps the car stay fresh smelling without using an air freshener and things, and I also spray it on the seats as well, which again does the same job, but it keeps everything nice and clean, sort of door handles for the children's hands and things like that. It just keeps everything nice and clean and germ free. Tip number 5, along the same vein, is light switches and door handles. I always use it on light switches and door handles because they're places where everybody's touching all the time, and you don't necessarily think about cleaning them all the time, and they do really need it. So I give them a quick spray with Zoflora, quick wipe over, job done. It's perfect. Tip number 6 is to use Zoflora in the washing machine on an empty wash. I put a dishwasher tablet actually in the washing machine, and then some Zoflora in the drawer. Run that through on a cycle, and the tablet will clean the machine and the Zoflora will disinfect the machine. Tip number 7 is again to do with the bathroom. I use it on the loo. I just keep a bottle in the bathroom, give it a quick spray round, and then just wipe it down with some loo roll, so that can then just be flushed away. It keeps everything nice and hygienically clean, and it doesn't take loads and loads of effort. Tip number 8 is to soak overnight my scrubbing brushes in it. I don't use sponges and things like that, and all of my cloths that I use go through the washing machine, but with my scrubbing brushes, what I do is just put a capful of Zoflora in some water in the sink and put my scrubbing brushes into it, leave it overnight, and then come the morning they are nicely disinfected. Tip number 9 is for remotes and keyboards. Again, like, they don't get really dirty, or they don't tend to, so they don't necessarily get cleaned as often as they should, but they're constantly being touched, and if there's any germs or bugs or anything like that in the house, you need to get rid of those. So just a quick spray onto the cloth, not onto the actual remote or keyboard. So do it onto the cloth and then just give it a wipe over, and it is done. Tip number 10 is to put some neat Zoflora onto a piece of kitchen roll and put that at the bottom of your bin underneath the bin bag. It'll keep it smelling fresh while the bin liner's in there, and then when you take the bin liner out, you can take the Zoflora covered tissue and put that into the bin bag, and then if it's anything like here, we have to then put it outside into a green bin. And when we do that, it means that we don't get any nasty smells or anything coming from that while it's waiting for collection. So those are my top 10 Zoflora tips. I currently am using loads of them. I'm using the lavender one, the bouquet one. So this one I'm using in the girls' bedrooms. The bouquet one I use all over the place. It's an absolutely gorgeous smell. Reminds me of something, and I can't for the life of me work out what it is, but it's gorgeous. I have just started using the apple orchard. I'm using this one in the kitchen. You can also use it to sort of disinfect sides and things. And then I use linen fresh on anything to do with the washing machine. The thing to remember about Zoflora though is it is not a cleaner. It won't clean anything, any dirty marks or anything like that. It won't clean, but it does disinfect. So once you've given everything a wipe over and things like that, you can then use Zoflora to make sure everything is hygienically clean rather than sort of clean to the naked eye. So yes, that is my Zoflora top 10 tips. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I'd love it if you would subscribe and leave me any of your Zoflora tips, because I am always looking for more uses for it. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!